Some of us are still adult sheep, lost and needing care. Maybe you come to church to please a parent or a spouse, but you're really not involved. Maybe you don't understand a lot of what is going on and just want to huddle with others or to stay safe. It's okay to be there for a while. Someday you will be in a different place, but the scene isn't complete without the sheep in it. Donkey. He carried Mary to Bethlehem. Are you a mom who seems to live in the family car, ferrying children to school activities all day long, day after day? Do you drive a school bus or a truck, or pilot a ferry boat or a commuter plane? Do you feel unappreciated, a background figure without a glorious job? Yet the donkey was essential to the story. Mary could not have made it the journey without the donkey. Cow. The cow. Some manger scenes do not include a cow, yet why else would there need to be a manger? The manger usually held the hay for the animals, like the cow, to eat. This manger in the stable in Bethlehem was cleaned out, and a new baby used it as a cradle. Are you one of those who makes unnoticed sacrifices? Perhaps you donate to missions. Maybe you serve in a quiet ministry or full bulletin in service. Do you care for an aged parent or a child with a disability? Your role is important, yet often overlooked and underappreciated. If the cow had bellowed out from the plate all night, the Holy Family would not have rested after the birth of the Messiah. There's a time to speak up and a time to keep silent. Don't laugh. It's okay to identify with the cow this year. Angels. The messengers from God triumphantly proclaim the good news to the shepherds. Are you part of the choir? Are you in a Christmas play? Are you able to share the Christmas story with a neighbor or a coworker or a stranger, someone who doesn't really understand that Christmas is not about Santa and presents? Perhaps you are one of the angels this year. What an honor to be able to praise like the heavenly host. Wise men. Oh, who wouldn't want others to think of themselves as wise? But take a closer look. These men had studied for years, watching for signs of God's plan. Then when the time was right, they stepped out in faith and traveled a long way to a foreign land to honor the king and to bring gifts to the newborn king. Some of you are teachers, elders, deacons, or pastors. Some are missionaries, committee chairpersons, business consultants, or fundraisers. You have trained and now use what you have learned in a way that honors the Lord. You are careful to recognize and glorify God. You are indeed wise. Camels. Literally, they were the supporters for those wise men. Gold is heavy. It goes on the camel's back. The journey is long. The camels bring food and shelter. The day seems endless, but somebody has to keep going until the right resting place is reached. All the clerical staff, food service workers, the longshoremen, and postal workers and janitors, you support the greater purpose and quietly carry out your job. You bring food to the sick, follow in choir music, and set up sound systems or chairs. Without you, the goal cannot be reached. Thanks for carrying your share of the burden. Joseph. He was the husband of Mary, who gave birth to Jesus. Are you a step-parent like Joseph, or a foster or adopted parent, raising a child or grandchild who is not initially your own? Are you unsure of your place in this family drama? Trying your best to carry out your role. Are you a parent with a newborn or a sick child, up many times a night, while having your normal responsibilities? Do you wonder how to be a perfect parent? Joseph was appointed to be the father to the Son of God. It must have seemed impossible at times, yet he did his best. That's what God asked each of us, and of course, not perfection, but our best. Mary. Are you a mother or a mom-to-be? Are you wondering about your child, what he will be like, how she will grow up, how you will teach your children all they need to know to make it in this world? How can you possibly deal with whatever the years ahead will bring? Was there a scandal associated with the birth of your child? How will you deal with the whispers and glances? Joseph and Mary surely had to bear up under the gossip. God's grace is sufficient for today. He will give you what you need, as you need it, if he has called you to be a mother. Baby Jesus. We can't forget him. He's the focal point of the whole event, the Prince of Peace, Emmanuel, the one we worship as King and Savior, the centerpiece of the manger scene and of the world, and he came to identify with us. You. So where are you this year in the nativity scene? Is it the same place as last year? It may be different again next year, yet each one has a vital role. Be at peace with where you are.